The beginning of Season 8 is less than 2 months away, so if you want the latest content, make sure to subscribe because there's plenty of content on its way. If you enjoy this video or it helped you in any way, give it a like, and if there's anything you feel that I can improve on, give me some feedback in the comments below. Hey guys, Zoose here. So here we have an Orianna rune page with Arcane Comet as the keystone. Now I've already made a keystone page with Summon Aerie with Orianna and it worked out really nicely. In fact, I think it's stronger, but I wanted to cover this one as well because it's also very viable. So Arcane Comet does a lot of damage and it scales pretty well, and the cooldown also scales down too as you go on. But it's also interesting because it rewards you for pretty much harassing and hitting your abilities. As you can see, there's a cooldown reduction. So while Arcane Comet is on cooldown, just hitting abilities will reduce its remaining cooldown. So if you can be really aggressive, then this is going to reward you for that. And it does a little bit more damage than Summon Aerie. But someone like Orianna, who also has a shield, can also proc the Summon Aerie shield. So this is why Arcane Comet's a little bit, I'd say, worse, just because of the extra added effect. And also Summon Aerie right now I think is very strong. It's got a short cooldown, even though it's a little bit less damage. If you can proc it 3 times within 20 seconds, whereas Arcane Comet, you can only proc it once, the Summon Aerie is going to do way more consistent damage. This is not consistent. This can also be dodged. So that's one of the downsides to this keystone. In saying that, it does have advantages. Like if you're able to hit this and you want to be super aggressive, it can still work out for you. And if you're not going to rely too much on shielding allies, then the Summon Aerie shield is not useful, and this, I would take this in case. So the first rune you want to take is a Mana Flow Band, and this is going to let you spam. And remember, with this, the more abilities you use, the more you can proc this, and therefore you want to be able to spam. And Mana Flow allows you to do that pretty safely. Once you're able to pick up the Lost Chapter and you have 900 gold, this is not going to be as useful, but it's still going to allow you to have that early laning phase, and you never know how that's going to go. So get this. The second rune you want to get, Transcendence, gives you that CDR, always useful on Orianna. And get this along with Morello, and sooner or later you're going to have a lot of AP and a lot of CDR. Scorch is pretty much based around just laning. Not that amazing out of lane, but it provides you that extra bit of burn in mid lane to poke your champion or your enemy champion down. Next path you want to take is Domination and Cheap Shot. Damaging an enemy with impaired movement or actions deal 12 to 13 bonus true damage. Now you can proc this with your Orianna W, and the cooldown's pretty low. Now depending on how close you can get to them, you can proc this all the time. Someone like say you're laning against the Malzahar, a bit safer early on, of course. Before 6 you can walk up to him and kind of harass him, bully him a little bit, and go for that extra auto just to get that damage and proc this true damage. The second rune you want to take is Ravenous Hunter. Now on paper it doesn't really make sense, it heals, but it's reduced for area of effect, and actually all of Orianna's abilities are area based attacks. So you'd think it wouldn't be much, but she does a lot of damage and they all do quite a bit, especially if you get a massive Orianna ult. It does a lot of area damage and it would make up for pretty much that single target damage that you really want to get with most champions from this rune, but you'll still get a lot of healing done. It just seems to be really good at the moment. These two are not so useful, and the second choice I would pick is Eyeball Collection after Ravenous Hunter, because this is going to give you that extra stacking of AP that you kind of want as well. But this is just so good right now. So just trust me on this one. Try this out. Take this and try it out. Let me know. I already have a Summon Aerie. If you want that, check that one out. But let me know how this one goes, and I'll see you in the next video. I will probably make an Orianna Electrocute because I really do like playing Orianna, and Electrocute is the old Thunderlords, and Thunderlords on Orianna used to make a lot of sense. Now there are a few weaknesses, but Electrocute's pretty strong. I'm going to try that out. So if you're interested in seeing that, stay tuned and keep an eye out for that one, because it is coming out, the Electrocute Orianna, if you want to go down that path. Now that's going to be more focused on complete burst. This one's poke. Summon Aerie is also focused around poke, but the Electrocute Orianna, that's going to be a full burst combo rune page. So if you're interested in that sort of playstyle, check that out and keep your eye out for that one, and I'll see you in the next video.